Have you noticed that your mornings don't feel the same anymore? Gentlemen, if you're over 50 and waking up tired, stiff, foggy, or struggling with weak erections and low stamina, your body may be trying to warn you. As a urologist, I've seen countless men blame aging for their low energy. They tell themselves, I guess this is just what happens after 50. But many times, the real issue is not age itself. It's poor morning activation. You see, after hours of sleep, your circulation slows down, muscles tighten, hormones shift, blood vessels become less active. And if the body doesn't properly wake up in the morning, energy stays low for the rest of the day. That's when men begin noticing symptoms: morning fatigue, brain fog, poor focus, low motivation, joint stiffness, weak erections, lower stamina. And gentlemen, this matters far beyond intimacy. The same blood flow connected to erections also supports the heart, brain, muscles, and prostate. When circulation weakens, the body begins aging faster from the inside. But today, I'm going to show you a simple 2-minute morning routine that may naturally improve circulation, activate oxygen flow, wake up your nervous system, and help boost morning energy after 50. And stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal one shocking morning mistake many men make every day that silently destroys blood flow, testosterone support, and long-term energy without them realizing it. But here's what most men never realize. Sleeping all night does not guarantee your body fully recovered. I hear this constantly from men over 50. Doctor, I 7 hours, but I still feel exhausted. Gentlemen, that's because recovery and sleep are not always the same thing. As men age, the body naturally changes. Blood vessels become less flexible. Circulation slows. Testosterone gradually declines. Sleep becomes lighter. Inflammation increases more easily. Now imagine what happens after lying still for 7 or 8 hours overnight. The body becomes sluggish. Muscles tighten, blood flow slows down, joints stiffen, and the body struggles to turn on properly in the morning. Think of your body like a car engine on a cold winter morning. If you immediately slam the gas pedal before the engine warms up, the car struggles. But when you gently activate the engine first, everything runs more smoothly. The human body works similarly. And this is why many men over 50 wake up feeling weak, even after sleeping. The body has not fully activated circulation yet. Now let's talk about something extremely important: blood flow. Every organ in your body depends on oxygen-rich blood. Your brain needs it for focus. Your muscles need it for movement. Your heart needs it for strength. Your prostate needs it for healthy circulation. And gentlemen, healthy erections depend heavily on blood flow too. An erection is not simply about desire. It's a circulation event. Healthy blood vessels must relax and allow strong blood flow into the penis. But when circulation remains sluggish in the morning, many men notice weaker morning erections, low stamina, or reduced energy. And here's the dangerous part. Most men unknowingly make things worse immediately after waking up. They stay in bed, scrolling their phones. They sit motionless drinking coffee. They remain inactive for long periods. The body never fully activates circulation, and sluggish circulation often stays sluggish all morning. That's why small movement matters so much after waking up. Gentle movement, deep breathing, stretching. These simple habits help wake up the circulatory system naturally. The good news is that the body responds surprisingly fast. Even tiny movements can help increase blood flow, oxygen delivery, and alertness within minutes. Gentlemen, your body still wants to feel strong. It simply needs activation. But what I'm about to show you next may surprise you even more. Because one extremely common morning habit silently drains energy, increases stress hormones, and slows circulation before most men even realize what's happening. Mistake number 2 may sound harmless, but it's one of the biggest reasons many men feel exhausted before their day even begins. Waking up than immediately sitting, scrolling, or drinking caffeine on an empty, dehydrated body. Gentlemen, let me explain something important. While you sleep, your body naturally loses water through breathing and sweating. That means most men wake up mildly dehydrated every morning. Now think about what dehydration does to circulation. Imagine trying to pour thick syrup through a small pipe instead of water. Everything moves slower. That's similar to what happens inside dehydrated blood vessels. Blood becomes thicker. Circulation becomes less efficient. Oxygen delivery slows down, and the body feels sluggish. Now combine that with immediately sitting still while staring at a phone screen. The body stays inactive. Stress hormones begin rising. Circulation remains slow, and many men unknowingly begin their mornings in a stressed state. Now let's talk about coffee. Gentlemen, I'm not saying coffee is evil, but drinking strong caffeine immediately after waking, especially on a dehydrated body, can create problems. Caffeine stimulates cortisol and adrenaline. Those are stress hormones. And when stress hormones spike too quickly, many men feel temporarily alert, but then crash later. This is why so many men feel tired again by late morning or afternoon. The body never truly woke up naturally. It was artificially stimulated. Think of it like revving a car engine aggressively before oil properly circulates. Eventually, the system experiences more stress. Now, let's connect this to blood flow and erections. High stress hormones tighten blood vessels. Tighter blood vessels mean weaker circulation, and weaker circulation can affect stamina, energy, and erectile function over time. Gentlemen, the same blood vessels connected to erections are also connected to heart health. That's why urologists often pay attention when men begin experiencing erectile issues. Sometimes the body is signaling circulation problems early. Now let's talk about inflammation. Long periods of morning sitting combined with dehydration and stress hormones can increase inflammation inside the body. And inflammation affects nearly everything: the joints, the muscles, the heart, the prostate, the blood vessels. That's why many men experience morning stiffness, pelvic tension, and fatigue without realizing their habits are contributing to it. But here's the encouraging truth. The body responds very quickly when circulation and oxygen improve naturally first. Hydration helps, movement helps, breathing deeply helps, and activating circulation before caffeine often creates much steadier energy throughout the day. Gentlemen, the body wants balance, not constant stress. And to truly understand why this 2-minute routine works so effectively, you first need to understand what's happening inside your blood vessels, hormones, and nervous system every morning after sleep. Because once you understand this simple science, everything begins making sense. But here's what most men have never been taught. Your body goes through a major biological transition every single morning. While you sleep, circulation naturally slows down. Muscles stay inactive for hours. The body repairs tissues. Hormones rebalance. And when you wake up, the body must shift from recovery mode into active mode. Now here's where blood flow becomes incredibly important. Gentlemen, healthy circulation is one of the foundations of energy. Without oxygen-rich blood flow, the body feels sluggish, the brain feels foggy, the muscles feel weak, and erections often become less reliable. One of the most important compounds involved in circulations is nitric oxide. Now, don't let the scientific name intimidate you. Nitric oxide is simply a natural molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen. Think of blood vessels like highways. When nitric oxide levels are healthy, traffic flows smoothly. Oxygen and nutrients travel efficiently throughout the body. But when nitric oxide levels are low, traffic jams begin forming. Blood vessels stay tighter, circulation slows, and energy drops. This affects the entire body: the heart, the brain, the muscles, the prostate, and yes, gentlemen, the penis too. Healthy erections depend heavily on nitric oxide, because blood vessels must relax quickly for strong blood flow to enter the penis. Now here's something many men don't realize. Movement naturally helps stimulate nitric oxide production. That means even light movement shortly after waking may help improve circulation naturally. And breathing matters too. Deep breathing increases oxygen delivery throughout the body. It also helps calm the nervous system. Most stressed men breathe shallowly into the chest without realizing it. But slow, deep breathing works like opening fresh air vents throughout the body. More oxygen enters the bloodstream. Circulation improves. The brain wakes up more clearly. Now let's talk about another hidden system many people ignore. The lymphatic system. You can think of the lymphatic system like the body's cleanup crew. It helps move waste products, excess fluid, and inflammatory buildup out of tissues. But unlike the heart, the lymphatic system doesn't have its own pump. It depends heavily on body movement. That means when men remain completely still for long periods, fluid buildup and inflammation may increase. This is one reason men often wake up stiff and sluggish. Movement helps flush out stagnation. Now here's the important part for men over 50. Older blood vessels respond more slowly. Circulation doesn't activate as quickly as it did at 20 or 30 years old. That's why men over 50 benefit tremendously from intentional morning activation. And the beautiful thing is this: it doesn't require extreme exercise. It doesn't require expensive supplements. It simply requires consistency. Tiny daily habits repeated over time can create major improvements in energy, circulation, mood, and stamina. And now let's reveal the simple 2-minute routine many men wish they had started years earlier. Because what I'm about to show you may completely change how your mornings feel. Now here's the simple 2-minute morning routine I recommend many men over 50 start using immediately. And the reason it works is because it activates multiple systems in the body at once. Circulation, oxygen flow, nerves, muscles, hormones, all in just 2 minutes. Start with 30 seconds of deep breathing. Stand tall. Inhale slowly through the nose. Fill the lungs deeply, then exhale slowly. Gentlemen, this immediately increases oxygen delivery while calming the nervous system. Think of it like turning the lights back on inside the body. More oxygen, more alertness, better circulation. Now move into 30 seconds of arm swings and shoulder rolls. This may seem simple, but it helps wake up the upper body and improve blood flow quickly. The shoulders and chest often become tight during sleep. Movement helps restore circulation. You may even notice warmth returning to the hands and arms. That's circulation activating. Now spend 30 seconds doing gentle squats or marching in place. Nothing intense. The goal is simply movement. Your leg muscles act like pumps helping move blood throughout the body. When those muscles activate, circulation improves rapidly. And gentlemen, better circulation supports everything from energy to erections. Finally, spend 30 seconds stretching the hips and lower back. This area is extremely important for men over 50. Tight hips and pelvic muscles can reduce comfort, mobility, and healthy blood flow. Gentle stretching helps relax tension while supporting circulation around the pelvis and prostate area. Now here's what surprises many men. This simple routine often creates noticeable improvements very quickly. More alertness, less stiffness, better mood, more morning energy, healthier morning erections, reduced stress feeling. And the reason is simple. The body responds to signals. When you give the body movement, oxygen, and circulation early in the day, it responds positively. Now let me say something important. This routine is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Gentlemen, small habits repeated daily are often more powerful than extreme routines done occasionally. And you don't need a gym. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need complicated workouts. You simply need to activate your body instead of remaining completely still. But even this powerful 2-minute routine cannot overcome one shocking morning mistake many men continue making every day. And this mistake silently destroys energy, circulation, and hormone support over time. Now here comes the biggest hidden mistake of all. And gentlemen, most men never realize the damage until years later. Remaining sedentary for hours after waking up. This is one of the most dangerous modern habits affecting men over 50. Think about how many people wake up, then spend the next several hours sitting, driving, watching television, working at a desk, scrolling phones, barely moving. Gentlemen, the human body was never designed for prolonged stillness. When movement stays low, circulation remains sluggish, metabolism stays slow, stress hormones remain elevated, blood vessels become less responsive, and over time, the body begins aging faster from the inside. Think of it like leaving a car idling in the driveway all day instead of actually driving it. The system never fully activates properly. Now let's connect this to men's health. Poor circulation affects energy. It affects stamina. It affects the prostate. It affects the heart. And it affects erections. Because as erections depend heavily on healthy blood vessels and strong blood flow. Now here's another critical factor. Morning sunlight. Gentlemen, sunlight in the morning helps regulate important hormone rhythms connected to energy and sleep quality. Without enough natural light exposure, the body's internal clock becomes disrupted. Energy feels lower. Sleep quality worsens. Recovery declines. And many men remain trapped in a cycle of fatigue without understanding why. Now here's the scary part. Most men never notice the decline immediately. It happens slowly. A little less energy each year, a little more stiffness, a little weaker stamina, more fatigue, less motivation. And eventually, the body begins sending louder warning signs. But gentlemen, here's the hopeful truth. Your body still wants to feel strong. It simply needs activation. Walk outside briefly in the morning. Hydrate early. Move every hour when possible. Stretch your hips. Activate circulation regularly. These simple actions may seem small, but over time they create powerful changes. Because the body responds to what you repeat daily, not occasionally, daily. And remember this, it's never too late. Your body can heal. Your circulation can improve. Your energy can improve. Your stamina can improve. And many men notice dramatic changes faster than they expected once they finally start supporting their body properly. So start small. Stay consistent. Give your body movement. Give it oxygen. Give it circulation. And if this video helped you understand what may really be draining your energy after 50, make sure you subscribe and stay connected. And I'd like to ask you something. Which of these morning habits do you struggle with most? Let me know in the comments below. Because your story may help another man realize he's not alone.